Ni hao ma.
你好，你好，我很好。
So, let's kind of, this is your first major movie project, and just happens to be a Marvel movie, one of the biggest movies in the world. You get to be a superhero and a Disney princess at the same time with this. How did you, when you were auditioning for the part, how did you develop your approach to be this character?
Actually, this is my very first film ever, and I didn't know that I was auditioning for Shang-Chi. I just saw that audition call in a group chat saying that they needed a girl who can speak Chinese and English at the same time. So I sent myself tapes and I got a call back. And when they flew me to do a screen test with Simu, that's when I found out that I was auditioning for a Marvel film.
Well,
Yeah.
in terms of like, what were some of the biggest lessons that you had? Because there's a big difference, I feel like, acting on stage versus acting in film and like just keeping the energy up take after take after take. Like, what was some of the biggest lessons that you learned?
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I asked the same question to Serban, and yeah, working with him is really like having master class every day just by watching him. And so I asked him because he also has a theater background,
Mhm.
and he said, so when we are on stage, we are landscape artist, and we are in front of a camera, we are portrait artist. So it gives me a really clear um, sense of what it's like, and it really helps me a lot. And also, everyone helped me so much on this film, and Destin also is very patient with me. He helped me to understand like how the camera works and everything. He just like, yeah, he's very clear with me about what he wants without giving me any pressure. I mean, that's so cool. That's the best.
I mean, in addition to Sir Ben, you've got like, I've been watching Michelle Yeoh since like Super Cop, right? Like you've got her, you've got Yuan Hua, who I've seen with like the Stephen Chow movies. You've got Tony Leung,
Yes.
of course. How is it having some of the biggest actors, not just in Hong Kong cinema, but just in global cinema, as co-stars in this movie?
Oh my God, like I said, it's really like a master class and in a front row, you know. And like Tony, he has the best work ethic. He never went back to his trailer. He never brought his phone to set. He just always quiet, sit there and watch everything and be prepared. And also his acting is like so deep that I could watch his performance under a microscope. So much details in there. And Michelle too. She is such a unique person. She has a unique soul. And I before working with her on this project, I thought she could be really serious because all those characters she played before, and I was nervous, but actually no, she can be pretty goofy. Yeah,
Yeah.
she jokes with us all the time, and yeah, I really learn a lot.
It's a lot of the sets here are very practical, very ornate. I mean, Ta Lo looks just gorgeous, right? Like,
Yeah.
how much did that help you find your performance? Just being like in that nightclub or being in Ta Lo and just these great sets.
Oh my God, the sets are crazy. I mean, like Talo, you said, I thought, okay, it's a village here. And they say, no, we built it from scratch. And everything there are real. Like there was a small farm with plants in there.
Mhm.
I don't know if you noticed in a wide shot, you can see that a small farm.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's a small farm, it's cool. And I pull out one, it's all of them are real spring onions.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to break I just want to see because everything's real and they have the gorgeous temple and those huts and every little huts they you go inside there, they are all real. I mean, I can live there. I can live there. It's just so cool.
One of the emotional heart of this movie really is like the complicated family relationships. So I was
Mhm.
wondering, like, as somebody that has insight on these characters, where do you see like Xialing's stance with Shang-Chi, with Wen Wu? Like, where do you think her head's at as she's kind of, or do you think she's still figuring out all of that during the course of the movie?
I think between Shang-Chi and Xialing, I think Xialing is the one more like the father, more like the power hungry Wenwu. I think she is ambitious, and also I don't know. Yeah, you said the family drama, right? I don't
Mhm.
know. We have the all the cutscenes featured in Blu-ray. So one of the cutscenes is Shang-Chi apologized to Xialing. And so that was a very emotional scene. And but it's a good question to ask that if Xialing really forgiven him.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
a way, I always kind of see those siblings as like the yin and yang, right? Like one's dark and one's light, and they
Yeah.
balance each other out and make
Yes.
sense.
Exactly.
Um,
Yes.
Now, I guess since the movie's been out for 2 months, I can say this, but like, where do you see Ling's mind at the end of the movie when she takes control of the Ten Rings? Like, I know you can't say anything that's happening next, but where do you see her like in that moment?
I mean, I also read a lot of comments and posts from fans like asking like what's next for Xialing. I mean, I am as excited as everyone. I can't say anything for Marvel, but to me, I mean, I'm so into this. I ask those questions to myself every day, like how did she train herself in her father's compound earlier, right? And how did she build the Fight Club in Macau? And also in the end credit scene, you can see her sitting in the throne with Razor Fist and Zhang standing by her side.
Mhm.
And she is now the new leader of the organization. And it's still called the Ten Rings organization. So, but to me, what kind of a 10 rings organization without the actual 10 rings? You know what I mean?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
think Xialing might want the rings, and I think it will be cool.
Well, on a less like sinister, violent note, like how was it working with? Because you also have a very kind of, even though you're not sisters in the film, but you have a good sisterly dynamic with Nora, with Aquafina's character.
Yes.
Like how was it kind of finding that, and was that like how natural was that?
Oh, it was really natural too because Nora really is the coolest girl I have ever met, and she's just make you so relaxed. And oh, she she makes you relax, but not when we're doing improv together because she's so quick. She's so quick with those ideas, and I just couldn't catch up. And but that is really cool. I also learned so much from her, and I hope I don't know what they are planning, but I hope that we can get chance to I'm practicing my improvisation, so I hope I can be better the next time when we are together.